We take you to Northwestern with Louis Vaccher from WildcatReport.com. Another big conference win for Northwestern. What's the big difference you see in this offense from week 1 to now?
Well, I'll tell you, there's been a lot of things. They're playing much more efficient football, but I think it all starts up front, and Pat Fitzgerald talked about that yesterday in his press conference. They're playing much more consistently up front. I think you really see it in pass protection. They're giving Clayton Thorson a lot more time to throw. He's only been sacked twice in the last 2 games as opposed to 15 in the first 4. So he's had, more time in the pocket, and he's been much more efficient with the ball.
And at the start of that game against Michigan State, Northwestern trailed by 2 touchdowns. What was it that made the difference for them in the second half?
Well, I think, number one, they didn't panic, and Fitz talked about that after the game, that Clayton Thorson took responsibility. He had that pick 6 that gave Michigan State that 14-0 lead, and he didn't panic. He took responsibility of it and just moved on. And I think from then on, the offense just kind of set into a rhythm. And I don't think it's anything they did, and Pat Fitzgerald talked about that he kind of got after them a little bit at halftime. They hit some big plays in the third quarter. And I tell you, though, they came back again because they had a nice, it looked like a 33-17 lead, and they were going to coast home. And Michigan State hit them with 59 and 86-yard touchdown passes. And once again, they responded. They got that kick return by Solomon Ball to kind of stem the tide. And then they brought the victory home. So really, they came back a couple times in that game and showed a little bit of mettle.
And the Wildcats have won 4 straight games against the Hoosiers. What's going to be the key for them this week?
Well, I think, they're going to stick to the same plan. I mean, the offense is working well, and I think defensively the keys will be, kind of limit them on first down and then put pressure on the passer. That's something that Northwestern has done very well the last couple games. They've gotten 10 sacks. They had 4 again on Saturday. Fadio Denebo has had 6 sacks in the last 2 games. So that's really that pass rush. If they can get Indiana into second, third, and long into obvious passing situations, and then put pressure on Lego, I think they'll be okay.
The season definitely turning around for Northwestern. Thanks so much, Louis, for joining us.
Thank you. My pleasure.